Hello and welcome to the Pastor Study. You know, a drunk can do things and not get hurt. And Solomon tells us in verse 9 of chapter 26, he said, you could put a thorn into a drunk's hand, something that you and I would get hurt with. Well, you put it in a drunk's hand and they probably wouldn't even feel it. Well, he says the same thing would be true as if you'd put a proverb in the mouth of a fool. It won't impact their life. It won't have any permanent effect. He says, what a waste. What a waste of time and energy. He says the same is like an archer who wounds everyone. So is he who hires a fool or hires those who pass by. You wouldn't want to have somebody who shoots and hits everything, indiscriminately. You wouldn't want to have somebody shooting their arrow at a target and wind up hitting everybody in the stand. So, that's the kind of guy who would hire a fool, or just, somebody walking them down the street and you have no idea whether they're a good worker or a bad worker or whether they be diligent or not. Check it out. Don't just hire a fool. Don't just hire any person. Check them out. Find out what kind of an individual they are. Ask others that have been around them. That's why it's important to work hard at each and every job that you have, because when you leave there, you leave a reference for the future. People know people all over the place. He tells us that, a dog will return to his vomit, and it's disgusting. And yet he says a fool, they don't learn their lesson. They return to their foolishness. They go back to the things. Sometimes something is done and somebody gets hurt. Well, a fool will return and do it again. They don't learn a lesson. They don't ever grow in an experience like that. And think about that truth as you think about it. It says, do you see a man wise in his own eyes? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people who thought they were wise, who, based on their opinion of themselves, they were wise individuals. He says, there's more hope for a fool than for him. Somebody who thinks they're the only wise individual out there. He says, there's more hope for a foolish individual, because sometimes a fool will know that they don't have it all together. The person that assumes they're the smartest one in the room all the time, very dangerous place to be. So try to think about how you look at yourself. Let others speak on your behalf. Until next time in the Pastor Study, goodbye, and may God